And I'm seeing recharging, wounds are healed. So yeah, regeneration, recharging. So it's giving your inner sun is recharging. And I just got so like sniffly. So I don't know. You could be going through some Ascension symptoms right now. Wow, they're definitely with us, bro, because I'm just yawning like crazy. So I'm hearing it's okay for you to feel safe right now, okay? They are surrounding us at this time. But yeah, you could be experiencing some Ascension symptoms. So you could be feeling like you're getting sick a little bit, but you're not getting sick. Your body is regenerating, is what I'm hearing. Oh my God, and there's the yawn again. Woo! Man. This is awesome. Now, you know when you yawn, right? When you burp and all that stuff, you're releasing energy. So this is beautiful because as I'm reading to you guys and we're saying these different meditations in the book, we're releasing energy. So once again, this is why I said earlier, feel free to follow along when I'm showing you guys those meditations, because this is going to help you release energy. Okay. So anyway, let's continue reading in regards to the Merkaba activation. It says here, when these three words are put together, Merkaba, the idea is that light engulfs. I'm just turning the page. The idea is that life engulfs the spirit and body, and there is an opportunity to rise up. The symbol of the Merkaba is the star tetrahedron. This 8-pointed star is simply the 3-dimensional extension of a hexagon, of a hexagram, a symbol that is strongly associated with the Hebrew and Egyptian mystery schools. It was literally right in my face. Okay, so the stellar gateway activation, manifestation vortex. You are a master manifester, my love. So once again, don't become discouraged. So we're going to go ahead and continue the reading. Okay. And it's interesting because it's been, I want to say 1 or 2 days since I completed the first portion, but I realized that everything happens for a reason, okay? Or this spirit didn't want me to go into this sector of the reading until this very moment. So what that means is that it's going to resonate with you now. Maybe even within the past couple of days, you've been experiencing some of these things that we're about to talk about. But Spirit just wanted me to reiterate that everything happens in divine timing. Everything is perfectly aligned. Time really doesn't exist. And so the first card that we're going to touch on today is the Shambala initiations. And this has been sticking with me, okay? So I know this is something that we've been going through, but once again, I haven't read the book, okay? So we're all learning about this together. We're all understanding what it is that we've been encountering in our lives, within our energy, right? Why we've been feeling such heavy energy. And so with the Shambhala initiations, it says retreating to recharge. That is definitely significant because I've been forced into solitude because once again, the energy is just so powerful. It's so intense, right? The energy is around us and we can really feel that. And sometimes we just have to go into solitude. We have to just be at peace, go into stillness. It says trusting in the process and Dharma. Shambhala, or Shambhala, also known as Shangri-La, is a city of light said to be hidden somewhere in the Himalayas near Tibet. According to theosophical teachings, this etheric retreat is where we come into contact with some of the greatest spiritual adepts, enlightened teachers, and divine masters to ever walk the earth. And it's so funny because I don't know if you guys can see like my background, but I was just looking at that this morning. I love it because I love the rose blossoms and stuff. But this is literally like in China, right? Possibly even Tibet. So that is really cool. I just wanted to point that out, right? And so it says here, enlightened teachers and divine masters to ever walk the earth. In Buddhism and Hinduism, Shambala is said to be the home of the god Shiva and of Buddha's enlightened beings. Very interesting. And in the Bon tradition, every year, thousands make a pilgrimage to Mount Kailash. I hope I pronounced that right, but that's how it's spelled, okay? It says the supposed location of the hidden city, as this is said to bring good fortune. This is making me think about all of those little movies that we would be watching, like the cartoon or animations, and they be like on this pilgrimage or on this journey to this sacred city. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Monkey King, but that's definitely significant. Now I'm seeing this card in that kingdom. So once again, it's making me think about Monkey King. And yeah, it's like literally the same type of structure. Y'all see that? Interesting. Okay. It says we can visit the etheric retreat of Shambala during the dream state, astral travel, and meditation. If you feel it is calling you or that energies of this gateway seem familiar, you may have been there before. Now, it's funny because the movie that just came to me, you guys, was Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls. Go and watch that movie, right? And he went to this place. He went on a journey because there was something that happened where he killed the animal, right? And you know, he like loved animals. And he felt so guilty that he retreated from the world. He took this journey to this ancient sacred temple, and it was like somewhere in Tibet. So once again, it's making me think about that. So go and check out that movie. All right, but anyway, back to the readings. It says the golden temple of Shambhala sits in the heart of the Himalayas between the physical and non-physical, and is said to appear to seekers who are ready to expand their awareness. I keep getting downloads, you guys. So another movie they just brought to mind was The Golden Child. Okay, so they're saying that's another movie to go and watch that is very significant. Okay, I'm hearing to you as well as to this reading. Very interesting. So it says the Golden Temple of Shambhala sits in the heart of the Himalayas, between the physical and non-physical, and is said to appear to seekers who are ready to expand their awareness. It is the sacred, energetic temple of all enlightened masters, particularly those who are connected to the Eastern traditions. They form a great galactic and universal council of elders who support the turning of the wheel of Dharma. Dharma is a Sanskrit word that relates to the unfolding of our life path. To connect, it says, with your hands in the prayer position, and I'll let you guys see the book here for this portion. It says, with your hands in the prayer position, imagine yourself surrounded by golden light. Say, great masters and elders of Shambhala, thank you for helping me remember my Dharma so that I can have an enlightened awareness of the worlds. Your message is when things quiet down in your life, know that this isn't a failure, but an opportunity to retreat and recharge. Oh my freaking gosh. I don't know if this resonates with you guys, but it definitely resonates with me. And I've been talking about in some of my recent messages that things just slowed down. You know, it's like somebody just took their foot off the gas because 1 minute, it seems like you were going at full speed. You were going 100 miles an hour, right? Next thing you know, it's like we're just stopped in the middle of the road, okay? And this is why. They said here, in the busyness of the physical world, our spirit is often playing catch up with our body to the point that it gets used to being overactive and overworked. When the great masters of Shambala come to you, they are encouraging you to take time to be away from the outer world and dive into the inner world. If you have been moving full speed ahead, this gateway encourages you to slow down and retreat. So there is the message. I needed to hear that as well, okay? Take time to gather your energy. Spend time in meditation and reflection in order to gain a clearer awareness of your current situation. You will uncover many insights and gifts during this period. Realize that there is a master awakening within. Very freaking interesting, okay? Next, I'm being drawn to the Thoth light codes. Interesting because it says there, light initiation. So once again, they want to touch on an initiation or initiations that you're going through right now in this current moment, okay? As you are watching this, and these videos are timeless, okay? Understand that. So it says, light initiation, great teacher awakening, divine magic. Thoth, pronounced Thoth, also known as Tehuti, is the ancient Egyptian ibis-headed god of writing, divine magic, and the moon, acknowledged as the sacred scribe who created writing. He is considered to be the great mind behind the hieroglyphics and the maintainer of the Egyptian universe. It is said he was the priest king of Atlantis and was dedicated to leading the Atlantean people in a loving way that was firm but fair. Now, before I move on, it's interesting because now that I know the meaning of the Melchizedek, right? When it says priest king here, it lets me know he is a part of that, okay? Because once again, it says Melchizedek, he was like the overseer of all the priest kings. So once again, they are tied together. And I'm seeing here this card and the word soul family. So yeah, Thoth is confirming that, okay? And let me just turn the page here. Once again, I hope you guys are doing well. Okay, so it says, I'll just start from where we last left off, okay? So it says, it is said he was the priest king of Atlantis and was dedicated to leading the Atlantean people in a loving way that was firm but fair. However, no matter how hard he tried to direct them, many of them didn't obey the spiritual laws of the universe. We always talk about those universal laws, right? It says, which inevitably led to the end of their civilization. This gateway takes you to a space where you can connect with the energetic frequency that Thoth carries. As a master teacher of the stars, he holds space for you to connect with some of your greatest gifts from this lifetime and the many others you've lived. Thoth's primary teaching is spiritual integrity, and he's working alongside a powerful congregation of evolved souls, the ascended Atlanteans, to guide those who are ready to increase their awareness. So if you're watching this, it's because you are ready to increase your awareness. You are an evolved soul. The ascended Atlanteans, to guide those who are ready to increase their awareness. He specializes in helping those who are finding it difficult to make spiritual progress, to rise above the aspects of their life that are holding them back. And he helps awaken the teacher within. Okay, so we've been talking a lot about trusting your own intuition. That is a part of the initiation. Chant Tehuti, Tehuti, Tehuti until you feel a shift in the energy around you. Then say, Thoth, great priest king of Atlantis and divine scribe of ancient Egypt, thank you for initiating and awakening the great teacher within me. So I'll just let you guys take a screenshot of that if you like. Okay. It's at the bottom where it says connect. So this is a meditation that you could do. And he also has a message for you as well. Okay, so your message is that you are blessed to connect with Thoth. You are going through a powerful set of light initiations at this time, and these are preparing you to lead and teach from a powerful space of love. In order to complete the process, there will be a release of old ideas and limiting stories. So I'm hearing you might be seeing 133, 444, or 999 to let you know if this does resonate with you. But this is necessary for you to connect with the true power within you. Don't be concerned with the intensity of the energies that surround you right now. Facing shadow parts of yourself in your story is essential for connecting with divine magic, and evolved beings of light are there to lead the way. If you have any concerns or fears at this time, know that when fears get loud, it's because you're on the cusp of something extremely powerful. So I don't know about you guys, but this is resonating with me, okay? Once again, I'm literally recording this today because I've had to break this reading up. It's almost as though they won't let me move forward until it's time. So we still have, a few different cards out here that we haven't quite touched base on, but it's because, we just haven't gotten to them yet. But I am going to continue the reading today. So we're going to be more than likely going on to another part. But I am done with this. I'm hearing that next we're going to be going over to the Anunnaki light codes. It looks like they actually want me to also pull this one because I just turned here in the book. So even though it's not out here on the table, it looks like this is going to be resonating with some of us. So I'll grab that. And yeah, we'll be back here for the next part. See you soon.